What the heck's happening to people's pensions? This headline from the Sunday Times is somewhat worrying. £260 billion wiped off from the valuation of assets in pension schemes. There is a heck of a lot of fiddling going around with pensions. Now, this often happens with governments, and the reason it happens is, and you see it in Eastern Europe and Latin America, it's a lot of money sitting around in pensions, and the government is thinking to itself, whoa, how many trillion did you say? And they want to get their hands on it. Okay, one way or another, whether it's through inheritance tax, whether it is through limiting how much you can withdraw, whether it's by how much they're going to tax, whether it's by how much you can contribute. So you're forced to contribute less and thereby pay tax or more, all sorts of different ways in which you can do it. Of course, the extreme example is what happens occasionally in Latin America or some kind of banana republic, which is where they just nationalize private pensions and confiscate your assets. Couldn't possibly happen in the UK, could it? Of course not. Confiscation of assets, no, you'd find a more polite way of doing it. The more polite way of confiscating assets and reallocating them, especially if you're left of centre, is taxation. It's more palatable, more in fitting with our political culture and our economic history. Which direction do I think it's going to go in? Well, you tell me, which direction do you think it's going to go in? What does it mean for me as a private individual looking to improve their pensions? Well, very simple. I've got to just make sure I'm earning as much as possible in my pension, and the pension's working as hard as possible. If you want to learn more about investing, following this I wrote when I was at Bloomberg Television for 3 years with my own show, and it includes a lot of my columns from the Financial Times as well. And it was published just before I became, before I launched the hedge fund in 2004. So have a look at that. And don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, alpeshpatel.com/links. Thank you all very much.